And one of the issues brought up in tonight's debate is a state study into a cluster of cancer cases on Buffalo's east side and parts of Cheektowaga. It's something we've been holding people in power accountable over for a while now. So now that the study's been released, what is the state going to do to fix the problem? Tonight, I got some answers. In July 2018, we reported the state was launching a cancer study of 4 hotspots, including part of Buffalo's east side and Cheektowaga. The goal was to share results by the end of last year. When that didn't happen, we stayed on the state, asking for the results, and we continued to hear from families searching for answers, like the Stitts, who for generations called Buffalo's east side home and have lost several loved ones to cancer.
It just was a shock to our family that my father passed. And then 6 years later, Monica's father passed.
This week, we finally got insight into why the cancer rates are so high. Many people I've interviewed, like the Stitts, think industrial and environmental factors are to blame. And that doesn't seem to be the case based on your findings. In oral cancer, it seems to, just by reading this, that the main causes are smoking and alcohol use.
I think it's common that there's a perception among the public that something in the environment is to blame for all cancers. In this instance, we certainly didn't find environmental data to show that, and certainly with oral cancer, and I think several other cancers in this community, one factor in particular that stood out to us were the high rates of tobacco use.
Bottom line, the health department says higher smoking rates contributed to higher rates of lung, oral, esophageal, kidney, and even to some extent, colorectal cancer.
I think we can have very important policy discussions about things like the amount of retailers that are selling tobacco products in these neighborhoods, and really look to see if there's any additional policy discussions we should have to denormalize tobacco use.
This information was released ahead of a community forum happening Tuesday night at 7 at the Buffalo Science Museum. Brad Hutton from the health department will be there to answer questions, and you can find the 13-page summary to read before you go in my story on our website.